Okay, guys, we might possibly have some good news, not only for the people of Scotland, but for the rest of the UK as a whole. Of course, it will mean less ripe and ready content for YouTubers, but we will happily sacrifice an easy video to get rid of this greedy little hobgoblin Nicola Sturgeon, who I'm sure most would agree belongs on top of Notre Dame with Quasimodo, not leading Scotland down the toilet as she screams about how much she hates the English while begging for money from Boris. Of course, as I reported the other day, while she sits on 8 billion unspent from last year, a little nest egg maybe. But reports out earlier today claim she is about to enter a shower of shit this week that could well bring her down. Of course, I will remain skeptical until it happens, but we can live in hope, I guess. After all, we're not allowed out to enjoy our life right now, so we might as well hope we can at least salt mine some Scots Nat Prats in the coming week or two. Now, George Galloway has claimed events are going to transpire this week, which will bring an almighty shitstorm down on Nicola Sturgeon's head, forcing her out the door. It's a shame, if you ask me, it does not force her into a prison cell, but we will take what victories we can against shitweasel politicians at this point. Now, the Express have picked up on this, so let's check that one out. But first, remember to hit the like button and leave a comment to help with YouTube's algorithm if you enjoyed the video. Shit, even if you didn't like the video and think I'm a cunt, slag me off in the comments below. I enjoy reading the salty ones more than anything. I actually consider it evening entertainment at this point. Oh, and nearly forgot, my social media links like BitChute and Gab are also down below in the video description for anyone who wants to follow me over there. But enough of all that, let's go balls deep on the Scottish nationalist prats who are about as nationalist as Scooby fucking do. I think you would all agree. Here headlines: Galloway predicts Sturgeon will be plunged into crisis within days. It may bring her down. That will be good news, though like I said earlier, I remain sceptical until it happens. George Galloway has claimed that Nicola Sturgeon may be forced out of office within the next week. Speaking on RT, the former MP said that things are about to change for the Scottish First Minister. He said that a dramatic week may bring down the House for the First Minister of Scotland. This comes after claims the SNP leader potentially misled the Scottish Parliament. Andrew Marr questioned whether the First Minister would resign if the accusations were proved to be true. The First Minister has accused Alex Salmond of spinning false conspiracy theories after he accused the Scottish leader of misleading Parliament, something I covered the other day. Nicola Sturgeon refused to confirm that she would quit if it found that she deliberately misled Holyrood over the Salmond affair. Which, as I've said before, we are all waiting to find out if she did, and obviously if she will get kicked out the door or walk before she is pushed. Though then again, would the SNP really push her out? Probably not. They're all a corrupt bunch of cunts, let's be honest, a bit like the Tories and Labour at this point. She told Marr, "I did not mislead Parliament, so I'm not going to speculate on what might happen in the future." No, because anything she says now she could get caught out in future about if it's a blatant lie, which obviously has happened, as I reported the other day, and as this is all about. The First Minister insisted she had not misled Holyrood about her handling of sexual harassment complaints against Mr. Salmond, as two inquiries examining her conduct gather pace. It emerged that Miss Sturgeon may have known about the Alex Salmond allegations earlier than she had claimed. Yeah, because she apparently had a little meeting and spoke about it there while trying to claim that she didn't. Which I'm sure happens across the country with every political party. I bet they're all up to some sneaky cloak and dagger shit like this. Though not necessarily about sexual assault allegations, though obviously it could be that as well. Speaking last night, Mr. Galloway said Miss Sturgeon had reached a critical mass of scandals and crises. He continued, "Things are about to change. I know things that I can't say here now because of the flurry of legal moves that have been made by SNP leaders to protect themselves." Which is obviously talking about court injunctions against papers reporting on it and things like that. I wonder what spicy details he actually has that's supposed to be coming out soon. So guys, make sure you keep an eye out on what's going on with the SNP and Nicola Sturgeon. It might be worth keeping an eye on Galloway as well. He goes on, "The truth is coming out. This week there will be a dramatic event which may bring down the House for the morals for the First Minister of Scotland. She didn't look too cocky today, if I say so, on the Andrew Marr show on BBC One this very morning." That was obviously yesterday. The scandal that is governance in Scotland, or any number of issues and crises, this is an anomaly shambles in Scotland. We have reached a critical mass of scandals and crises. The biggest scandal of them all is the Sturgeon Salmond affair. No, I expect there's even bigger. They've probably just done a better job of keeping them under wraps. After all, this is what those in power do every day. And the rest of it's talking about the Alex Salmond inquiry, which we've dealt with before. So obviously, if any of this is true, it will be fucking great news, especially if she gets booted out the door. I would rather she was kicked than she walked herself. If she walks, she at least gets a little bit of dignity. I want her to be booted out the door. It's a shame it's not a criminal offence to do what she did. Or at least I expect it's not. I'm not a lawyer or a fucking police officer or anything like that, so I don't have a Scooby-Doo what it is. But either way, we all know she ain't going to prison for anything she's done. None of these people ever really do. But like I said, we can only hope that she gets kicked to the curb. The question is, who will take her place? Hopefully, someone stupid like Ian fucking Blackford. You need that tit to be running the SNP into the ground like he does with his own reputation in Westminster.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors. Slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires. And that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.